Let's welcome in Avery Johnson, NBA Draft Lottery tonight at 8 Eastern. So, Avery, you got the Rockets, the Magic, and the Pistons. They have the highest percentage chance to get that #1 overall pick. How much could it change one of these teams to go ahead and land that #1 overall pick?
Yeah, it can change all of these teams, and specifically the Houston Rockets. You know, when you're coming off of a season when you're 20-62, if they're able to get the #1 pick, especially to go along with some of their young talented players like Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, to add to that roster, figure out what they're going to do with Eric Gordon. Obviously, John Wall, that was a complete debacle this year. You didn't even want him to play. So the Houston Rockets, with a young head coach in Steven Silas, to be able to bring that #1 pick to Houston and continue to rebuild this roster, it could be significant. I remember in 1997, I was on the San Antonio Spurs, and we were 20-62. And how did that turn out? That turned out pretty good, because that ping pong ball came up #1 when we didn't have the best odds to get the #1 pick. And fortunately, we drafted Tim Duncan, and the rest is history. So I don't know if there are any Tim Duncans in this draft, but I know the Rockets are, along with all of those teams, got their fingers crossed to see if they can get that #1 pick.
So let's talk about the guys who are in this draft, and shout out to Rip Hamilton, who will be there for the Pistons tonight. Jabari Smith, now the favorite to be #1 overall, followed by Chet Holmgren and Paolo Banchero. What would be your pecking order there? You agree with Jabari as #1?
Absolutely. And I said this back in December when I called the Auburn game at St. Louis on CBS Sports Network. I thought Jabari Smith was the most complete player in the draft. The way the NBA has trended and the style of play, threes and size from wings. And, he's kind of got that Kevin Durant type of a body. He's got the athletic ability. I really love the way he can finish around the basket, and the way he can stretch the floor. And then from a defensive standpoint, he can switch 1 through 5 and guard all of those positions. So his game really translates well to the NBA. If I had the #1 pick, I would draft Jabari Smith ahead of Chet Holmgren, and then you can continue to fill out the rest of the lottery. But this young man here, I think he has a very high ceiling. I think he's going to be durable. He played in an NBA style type of an offense at Auburn. So I think his game really translates well.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.